Saving lives, preventing disease, and reversing disease. You are listening to Dr. Richardson on Call, brought to you in part by the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine, William Richardson, MD.
This program is not being used to make diagnosis, administer treatment, prescribe medications, or order tests. The information contained is provided as an educational service. This program is not a replacement for the relationship you have with your healthcare provider. If you have concerns about your health, please contact your healthcare provider's office immediately.
Hello, ladies and gents. This is Andre 3000, one half of the group Outcast, and you're listening to Dr. Richardson on Call on WCLK 91.9 FM.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
Did you know that studies reveal that 86% of your health and well-being is totally dependent upon your lifestyle, diet, environment, exercise, relaxation, rest, and stress management? And did you know that medical care and genetics account for only 14% of your health and well-being? This means that you are 86% in control of your health through living a healthy lifestyle and building a healthy environment. Dr. Richardson and the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine specialize in reversing disease, preventing disease, and saving lives. Our full-service health clinic offers complete diagnostic evaluations and medical care, lifestyle nutritional counseling, detox programs, immune enhancement, permanent weight loss programs, IV chelation therapy, and alternative treatments for most all diseases and conditions.
Hello, ladies and gents. This is Andre 3000, one half of the group Outcast, and you're listening to Dr. Richardson on Call on WCLK 91.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Dr. William Richardson, and I'm inspired and honored and truly welcome you to this edition of Dr. Richardson on Call, where the second and fourth Wednesday of every month from 6 to 7 p.m., we will take in-depth, stimulating looks at the major health issues facing our community today. My friends, the mission of this health talk show, Dr. Richardson on Call, is to reverse and prevent disease as well as save lives. On this show, we request, we encourage, and we really demand your participation. Call us and ask your important questions and give your valuable commentaries when we open up the phone lines. Again, I'm your host, Dr. William Richardson, a board-certified medical doctor with over 25 years of experience. My role on this show is to facilitate our listeners in the how and why of making intelligent health choices in quality medical care, disease reversal and prevention, nutrition, diet and supplements, cleansing and detoxification, immune system enhancement, and many other lifestyle and environmental factors. Also, as always, I'm joined in the studio by my brother John Richardson, who is the writer, researcher, and executive producer for this show, to whom I owe many thanks. Thank you, Brother John.
And thank you, Brother Dr. William Richardson, and welcome out there in Radio Land, as I, John Richardson, am also inspired and honored and highly motivated to assist Dr. Richardson expounding the benefits of holistic preventive medicine, healthy lifestyles, diet, nutrition, stress management, as well as complementary and alternative therapeutics. And we invite you to join us our next exciting show, Wednesday, April 21st at 6 p.m., where we will be featuring a holistic approach to breathing disorders. That's right, folks. We will examine comprehensive and alternative therapeutics in improving and or overcoming breathing illnesses such as asthma, bronchitis, sinusitis, emphysema, tuberculosis, pneumonia, pleurisy, and so on, and etc. We will consider causative factors, environmental factors, supplements, herbs, intravenous therapeutics like hydrogen peroxide and EDTA chelation therapy, immune enhancement, cleansing and detoxification, of course, and all the various techniques involved to improve a host of another American epidemic, and that is breathing disorders. So be sure to join us our next show Wednesday, that is April 21st at 6 p.m. on WCLK's Community Health Forum. That will be our next show. And the other thing I wanted to say is that this Friday we will be having our monthly nutritional seminar, and we invite everyone to come on down. This month's subject is cleansing and detoxification, very apropos for this time of year, March, allergies and change of season and all that type of thing. The nutritional seminar is Friday at 7:30 at our clinic. Call the health hotline number to get information where our clinic is located and this and that. And the seminar is free. That's the best thing. It's going to be on cleansing and detoxification. We'll be announcing it throughout the show. You can call our health hotline number at 404-696-3029 to get our office number and how to get hooked up with us and all of that. So now I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Richardson for tonight's topic.
Very good, very good. We appreciate that. And now I'd like to turn to our subject tonight, and that is mastering good sleep patterns for health and happiness. Mastering good sleep patterns for health and happiness.
Yes.
And my friends, essentially for the next 55 minutes,
Yeah.
exactly, we are going to explore how to avoid or overcome insomnia and sleep-related disorders.
Yeah.
So, if you can't sleep, experience frequent night awakenings,
Yeah.
wake up too early,
Yeah.
can't go back to sleep, or your sleep is not restful,
Yes.
I want you to know that you are hardly alone.
Yep.
Oh, don't you know that 50% of the American population suffers from sleep deprivation? 50%. And don't you know, or didn't you know, that there are over 80 different types of sleep disorders? 80. And did you know collectively sleep disorders are really the #1 health problem in America? And, you know, I want people to know out there in Radio Land that sleep deprivation is responsible for 100,000 highway accidents each year, resulting in 71,000 injuries and 1,500 fatalities due to falling asleep at the wheel. Furthermore, sleep deprivation costs the American society $30 billion in aggregate accidents and $70 billion in productivity. Wow. While it may be fairly obvious that sleep deprivation will result in impaired performance, accidents, and illnesses, it may be less obvious to Americans that the serious loss of quality in life occurs because of sleep deprivation in terms of daytime drowsiness, inability to concentrate, inability to remember, thus impairing learning ability, increased moodiness, easily angered, loss of coping skills, increased worry, inability to handle complex or multiple tasks, impaired motor skills, and probably even divorce. And what about illness and health? Let's understand that healthful sleep is probably the single most activity we do or don't do to maintain good health.
Yep.
It is a time to rejuvenate our immune system, give our internal organs a rest, and dream our frustrations away.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Sleep deprivation will result in colds, flus, all sorts of viral infections because of lowered immunity.
Yeah.
Well-documented studies reveal that sleep disorders have a devastating effect on the immune system as indicated in lab tests. That's right, lab tests showing greatly diminished blood levels of fighter cells, antibodies, and fighter B cells, which make up antibodies, and etc. So scientific tests are showing that sleep deprivation does this. So therefore, sleep is as essential to our existence as eating, drinking, and breathing. Without it, we would surely die. So, for the 80 million Americans suffering from sleep deprivation, the question that remains is, what are the causes of sleep disorders? You should realize that at the turn of the century, Americans slept 10 hours per night. That's before the light bulb was invented.
Mm-hmm.
And then 20 years ago, even, Americans slept 8 hours a night.
Yeah.
Probably before the computer revolution. And now, 1999, Americans sleep only 7 hours or less per night.
That's right.
So what is causing this epidemic of sleep disorders? Typical culprits are as follows: anxiety or tension or inability to relax. Depression. Depression can go either way, cause sleep deprivation or too much sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional arousal,
Yep.
pain or discomfort, caffeinated tea, coffee, soft drinks, chocolate, over-the-counter drugs, alcohol, sugar, stimulating herbs such as ginseng, ephedra, guarana, B vitamin deficiency, chemical sensitivity, insufficient exercise, adrenal overactivity, melatonin deficiency, and nocturnal hypoglycemia, which means low blood sugar at nighttime. And that's just to name a few. Yeah. The list of the various causes of sleep disorders is long and will vary from person to person. Yeah. The old adage, get a good night's sleep. Yeah, this is a simple therapeutic recommendation closely associated with the image of the old-style country doctor. The recommendation recognizes that healing requires sleep. Sleep is the most basic of natural medicines. Your health, healing, well-being, productivity, and happiness largely rests on whether or not you are getting a good night's sleep. And while drugstores do a brisk business in over-the-counter insomnia medications, even those drugs don't bring sleep for many. For 10 million people each year, the desire for the balm of sleep leads them to physicians for prescription medications. The modern physician is more likely to say, take this drug and get a good night's sleep. Unfortunately, there are serious questions as to how good such a drug-induced sleep is. The tranquilizers in benzodiazepam-like drugs like Halcyon, Dalmane, and the like are told by, they tell us to use these drugs maybe 1 or 2 weeks, no more than 30 days. And in fact, after a few days, the sleep deprivation comes right back. Then you have anti-anxiety drugs like Librium and Valium, which can induce sleep but are highly addictive. And the regular sleeping pills like Halcyon, Dalmane, and the other ones are also highly addictive. Then you have antidepressants like Prozac and Zoloft. Now, these aren't really used to induce sleep because these are the new antidepressants, and actually they sometimes can cause restlessness. But the old antidepressants can induce sleep, and those, maybe I'm getting too complicated with the drugs, but those old antidepressants are like Senequan and that type of thing, and they can induce sleep, and they are relatively safer than all the other drugs I just mentioned.
If you're depressed, and that's the problem of why you don't sleep, it might be that they might prescribe the Prozac and the Zoloft to eliminate the depression. Then you might sleep better.
And the problem is, though, that those drugs can have a side effect of making you restless, and sometimes the other drugs are used in addition to that, and it has been even said.
Right, exactly.
And anyway, the Zoloft and Prozac anyway have a lot of problems in and of themselves, but some people seem to do well with them. More people are waking up to the fact that all these drugs can be quite dangerous. These drugs are not designed to be long-term, especially the sleepers, and they are addictive, as I said, and associated with abnormal side effects and possibly and definitely, abnormal sleep patterns. From a holistic perspective, we have a whole list that we're going to read you right now that you can do yourself to improve sleep and avoid insomnia and sleep deprivation. First of all, avoid nicotine, coffee, sugar, and any other stimulator, especially in the evening. Read labels carefully. Even drinking coffee or caffeine in the morning can cause insomnia in some individuals. Avoid stress or anxiety-producing activities at least 1 to 2 hours before bedtime, such as paying bills, talking intensely on the phone, or watching the news on TV, or even doing business.
And I had a problem with sleep. I think I had a problem with everything at one point, but it seems like that's where a lot of this came from, because I don't have a problem with sleep now, and and I think Mom, she used to pay the bills like right before she would go to sleep, and then not sleep well, and you really have to be careful what you're doing before you go to sleep.
I've done that myself,
yeah.
And it's definitely not wise.
No, it's not, and in the more ancient societies and the more, societies 100, 150 years ago, people weren't operating like this.
They didn't have bills to pay. They didn't have to worry about it.
That's true, and they didn't have credit cards and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? So it's a big thing, and I mean, when you break down your life, we take sleep for granted.
Yes.
We really take it for granted, and what happens over time it takes its toll on us. I think we age faster. I think we're more susceptible to cancer and all type of
Definitely.
stuff like that.
You
right?
can feel it. You can
feel it.
You can feel that.
And you can see it in people too.
Yeah, and you have to turn the world off because the world was turned on all night long.
Yes.
All the computers.
How many
internet,
stations are there now on the
hundreds of TV
hundreds.
stations? You can sit and look at a rock concert at 3 a.m.
and replays and old movies, everything.
Everything and anything.
Turn it off.
Okay. Constipation and digestive problems must be eliminated, and also do not eat a heavy meal late.
That's another big thing. We can eat 24 hours a day, full-scale meals, pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers, fast food. Grocery stores are open. Everything's open 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they didn't have that choice a long time ago.
That's right.
I mean,
You have to have much discipline.
Yep.
Investigate your audio or sound environment.
This is huge.
Watch for street noises or house noises. How about soothing sounds such as white noise, fan, air conditioner, CD, or cassette? Or how about a waterfall sound, rain shower, stream, or fantasy story or sacred scriptures that you can listen to?
Yeah, and, like if you're sensitive to sound or you have trouble falling asleep, putting a waterfall on or a thunderstorm via CD, I mean, that takes me out because I do that every night. I have a CD and it's playing. You can get so many things. You can get thunderstorm. You can get a rain shower. You can even get. I've got a CD of it's a fireplace. No, I don't. Fireplace of the fire burning, and you can hear the crackling. Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not into birds and crickets. That's too unstable. No, I don't want all that. Cricket. I need something constant.
And then check the bedding. The pillows, the sheet, the mattresses need to be natural fibers. And watch for poor ventilation. And crack the window if necessary. Air purification or humidification. And I like that new buckwheat pillow that's advertised from Asia because it keeps the head cool. And the feet should be warm and the head should be cooled set.
Well, and that's a big thing. Like if your bedding contains a lot of synthetic fibers or a lot of dyes or something with some aromas or odors or something like that, or if you're sleeping in bedding that, like I said, is synthetic fibers and it's touching you, that's not the best thing for you either. A lot of rayon, a lot of something like that. A lot of that can affect your sleep and your comfort.
Or an electric blanket.
That too.
And if you're going to use electric blanket, turn it off after you get in. But the fibers are so negative. I would just use 3 wool blankets.
Yeah.
Or
use a hot water bottle.
Anything. And then this is one I really like. Is the yoga, the stretching, the deep breathing, candle gazing, chanting like Om, prayer, progressive relaxation techniques. Excellent.
If you do this, you were talking about yoga, and anytime I do yoga and it's in the evening, I start yawning and going. I'm ready for the bed.
Sometimes I go to sleep right in the middle of the different yoga styles. In fact, I usually do.
It's almost like taking a pill. But you mention this to somebody, and you hate to say it, but folks, are lazy, and they won't even get on the floor to do that. They almost would rather just take a glass of water and take a pill, rather than say, try something like that. But if you just try it, just make the effort. I mean, it's amazing.
The younger you start it, the better, but then you can do it anytime.
That's right.
And then what about meditation?
And these are my favorites.
Okay, meditation, visualization, or another skilled relaxation or breathing exercise in the evening just before bedtime.
Yeah.
The prayer, and then there's also that's mental.
Yeah.
Then the spiritual, which you've done a lot. The prayer of release, forgiveness, and thanksgiving. If you're mad at somebody, then you can use these techniques and get rid of that red out of your aura, out of your spirit, and then it'll make you relax so you can sleep. And
I'll tell you a thing on that it's really been making a difference for me. Like, I've been doing the Course in Miracles, as you know, and I've been doing the workbook. And it gives you certain affirmations to say on a daily basis to concentrate on a certain concept for that day. And invariably, I find myself at night, because one of the exercises you're supposed to do when you take it in the morning, you say it over and over, and then when you go to sleep, you're supposed to review it at night. So I'll go to sleep just saying that thing over and over, and I go to sleep so peaceful. It's almost like I was reading some verses or something, but it'll be a piece of truth just rotating, making a new tape in my mind, pulling out that negative. And if I'm thinking about something negative, I'll just say that, and it just seems to, and then I'm off.
I'd like to compare dreams with you one day.
There you go. All right.
Seriously.
Another show.
Yeah, dream therapy.
Okay.
Get adequate exercise during the day and take a warm, hot bath just before retiring.
Yeah.
Or even a foot or body massage can be extremely restful.
Yeah. All of that type of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Establish a fixed sleep schedule. Be sure to get now a fixed sleep schedule means you go to bed at the same time every night, weekend or not, and that's something we need to do again. And be sure you have a good sleeping posture, laying on the back or side, not the stomach. Put pillows under the knees for lower back relaxation. I'm talking about 2 or 3 solid couch pillows, and use correct pillow systems for your head, neck, like a roll. And when you lay on your side, keep the neck straight. Don't ever bend the neck. And avoid nocturnal hypoglycemia. We mentioned that before. Nocturnal hypoglycemia is a low nighttime blood sugar or glucose level. It's an important cause of sleep maintenance and insomnia. When there's a drop in the blood sugar level, it causes the release of hormones like adrenaline, glucagon, and cortisol growth hormone, which regulate glucose levels. In other words, drives them up. But guess what? Adrenaline and cortisol makes you nervous and keeps you awake. They stimulate the brain and are a natural signal that it's time to eat and time to hunt for food. Many people in the United States suffer from faulty glucose metabolism, either low blood sugar or hypoglycemia or even diabetes. A lot of times because of overeating refined carbohydrates. Good snacks to eat 30 to 45 minutes before bedtime. We didn't say a big meal. We said good snacks. Hopefully you eat your big meal earlier in the day. Okay, good snacks like that, 30 or 45 minutes would be oatmeal or whole grain cereals with rice milk, whole grain breads and muffins, or other complex carbohydrates, sometimes even whole fruit.
Mm-hmm.
These foods will not only help maintain proper blood sugar levels, they actually help promote sleep by increasing the level of the natural sleep-promoting substance serotonin within the brain. Avoid snacks high in refined sugars at or near bedtime.
I think I had this. I think I had hypoglycemia because I know when I do like oatmeal before I go to sleep, I'm out like a light, and I'm out till the next morning.
Sure.
Let me do melatonin. Melatonin is one of my favorites. It really works for me like excellent. And this is a hormone that is naturally emitted by our pineal gland, inducing sleep and resetting our natural sleep cycle, a circadian rhythm, known as a circadian rhythm. It works, and it's not habit-forming. It was approved by the FDA in 1995. A tablet melatonin supplementation is safe, effective, and may assist in other health challenges, including aging, immune deficiency, cancer, and menopause.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take up to 1 to 3 milligrams and sometimes more. And there's certain ways to take it. You can start with a smaller dosage and go up as you need it. Melatonin treats the underlying cause of your sleep problem, which is the disruption of the natural sleep-wake cycle. Melatonin is not recommended, of course, for pregnant or lactating women, not necessarily for long-term use. You obviously need to develop a good sleep environment.
That's
Another
right.
good one is
Tryptophan.
Yeah.
Since the synthesis of serotonin in the brain is dependent on the availability of the amino acid tryptophan, supplementing the diet with tryptophan produces very good results in relieving insomnia. Tryptophan administration at a dose of 1 to 3 grams in the evening has been shown to reduce the time required to go to sleep, as well as decrease awakening in numerous double-blind clinical studies. Unfortunately, there was some tryptophan from Japan was tainted, and therefore the tryptophan was temporarily taken off the market, but you can get it by prescription now, which means it's expensive. Also eat tryptophan-rich foods such as nuts, papaya, turkey, tuna, figs, dates, and whole grain crackers, and bananas as well.
Also, there's this 5-HTP, which I've been messing with it. It's a precursor to tryptophan, and you can take it, and I've used it, and it does make you sleepy too. But they can get that on the market. You can go to health food store and
so
get
it's
that.
cheaper. And then there's St. John's wort or kava kava, which are excellent herbs to treat depression and anxiety. But there's some studies to wonder if they may interfere with sleep, although I found kava kava to be inductive of sleep.
Yeah. And then there's valerian, which is widely used in folk medicine as a sedative. Recent studies have substantiated valerian's ability to improve sleep quality and relieve insomnia. In a double-blind study involving 128 patients, it was shown that the valerian root improved their ratings of the sleep quality in that.
Yeah, valerian's great.
It is.
And then some studies reveal that vitamin E deficiency can cause insomnia, and it's recommended to take 200 to 400 international units of vitamin E 1 hour before bedtime.
I can attest to this. I read this in the Nutritional Almanac, and I took the vitamin E, and I said, Lord have mercy, it was just making me sleepy. And I just ran across it. What are the other supplements, Dr.?
Other supplements include magnesium, calcium, vitamin C, B vitamins, including B6, and then the herbs already mentioned, and in addition, passion flower, hops, and then we mentioned valerian root, skullcap, chamomile, hops, valerian passion flower, combination 8, which is a nature sunshine combination, Nutricom, drinking herb teas such as sleepy time teas, etc. Other important factors can be seeking counseling or therapist to work out issues you're unable to manage alone that might be psychosocial. And then there's even acupuncture, which can be extremely effective for insomnia.
All right.
Okay, it's really time to go to a break. Now, we'll be right back. We'll be opening up phone lines in a few minutes. So this is Dr. Richardson and John Richardson on WCLK Community Health Forum, 91.9 FM, and we'll be back.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
Hello. This is Dr. Richardson with John Richardson on WCLK's Community Health Forum, and we're talking about power sleep and good sleep, and we want to help you with that. We got some announcements.
Yeah, we do. We have some announcements. What I'd first like to do is go ahead and open up the phone lines. We want your important input on this subject tonight, and we're talking about sleep in connection to the immune system, sleep in connection to health and well-being, improved performance, just a happy life. Sleep is connected to a lot of disorders. It's probably connected to almost every disorder. If you don't sleep well, it's going to make it worse. So we'd like to see, as the public out there, have any comments on their sleep patterns. How do you get to sleep? Have you had a problem with sleep? How did you overcome it? Did we mention a method that might help you, or might you have a method that might help our audience? So what we'd like to do is offer you a chance to get involved with us tonight and discuss sleep and related subjects or unrelated subjects that are related to holistic preventive medicine. So what we'd like you to do is call us at 404-880-9255. That's 404-880-9255, Atlanta. Right now is your chance to get involved with Dr. Richardson. Get out a pen and pencil. Make your questions and comments on a piece of paper so you can be efficient and ask it quickly, and then we will get to you. We will talk to you and discuss really whatever you want tonight to do with holistic preventive medicine. This is WCLK's Community Health Forum. So we really would like your very important input on tonight's subject of health and specifically sleeping. And what we'd like to do is say that you can call us on your home phone. You can call us on your business phone, your cellular phone, your car phone, pay phone, or even someone else's phone. Just be sure to call us and let your voice be heard. The number here is 404-880-9255. That's 404-880-9255. So give us a call. We do have lines open now. As the show goes on, the lines get jammed. So this would be an ideal time to call Dr. Richardson and ask him really any kind of question that you wanted. If it's on sleep, that's fine. If it's on some other thing, that's fine too. And I see we are slowly getting some calls here. It's starting to stack up here. That's good to see, Atlanta. We are talking about sleep tonight, and we again invite you, while we do have some lines open, to give us a call on sleep or any other subject matter to do with preventive holistic medicine and your health, Atlanta. Again, the number here is 404-880-9255. That's 880-9255. And I guess we'll go to our first call for the evening, Dr. Richardson. What do you
Very
think?
well. Let's do it.
All right. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thanks for calling tonight.
I don't have any questions. I just listen to you guys' program all the time.
That's
and I think you do a fantastic job. And all I need to do is just listen to everything you say, and I'll be fine. But I just wanted to thank y'all so much for your program.
What a great first call.
You're welcome.
Well, I hope the rest of the evening goes well, and I'm going to hang up so the other callers can participate.
Thank you for calling.
Okay.
All
bye-bye.
righty. Fine.
Keep listening.
All right. Just someone want to call and thank us. That's great. Folks, the number here is 880-9255. Give us a call. We do have a line or two open. We're going to run to the next call. Caller, are you there?
Hello?
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson.
Yes. I'm having a problem with a sleep pattern. I presently work at night. My wife, Carol Jackson, asked me to give you guys a call. Maybe give me some information on how I can obtain a better sleep pattern.
Who works at night, sir?
I do.
What time to what time?
Approximately from 11 to about 7:30 in the morning.
Okay. So you have trouble sleeping in the day?
That's correct.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, you're going against the grain, as you know. Working at night, you're supposed to be resting at night, and it would be better if you didn't work at night. But if you have to, then you have to really become a master of how to get to sleep during the day. So you have to go through a good preparation. First of all, you'll probably want to eat still your heavier meal before 8 p.m. anyway, okay? And then you definitely want to have a series of snacks for the night. Then when it turns morning, if you're hungry, it's really better to eat whole fruit. But I would take valerian root, passion flower, all those types of things. Shucks, if you have to take a bath in it,
Okay.
make a giant tea bath if necessary, and have a cup of tea too, and just relax. You may want to put some white noise on, or
Waterfalls, rain showers, thunderstorms.
and have no light.
Yeah, well, I have some of those relaxing.
And have
Exactly.
and have no light. A light type room.
Probably
a
that-
light tight room is what I mean.
Probably meditation and the yoga, too.
Yeah,
would
all that.
pull him down.
That stretching, the
All that would
meditation,
pull him
yoga,
down, yeah.
but there should be no light available
Okay.
at that point.
Well, thanks for this valuable information.
Sure.
Yes.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All right.
Very good question.
Yeah, very good. Atlanta, the number here is 404-880-9255, 404-880-9255. Give us a call. We do still have a couple lines open for you, and we'd like to hear from you. We're going to run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, you're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thanks for calling.
Yes, hi. How are you this evening?
Good.
Excellent.
So glad to hear this show. There's a lot of information out there that really sort of throws us off.
That's right.
People are under the impression that the older you get, the less sleep you need. But I just want to say that my great-grandmother lived to be 111 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she was accused
Wow.
notoriously of going to bed with the chickens. And I don't know, I think I've developed her genes, and I'm so happy that I get to get sleepy at around 10 o'clock every night. And my friends really ridicule me because I'm always
That's
going
normal.
to sleep, and I enjoy sleeping. And I learned that lesson from my great-grandmother, that sleeping is important. And some people really have the feeling that the lesser amount of sleep they need, they're more creative late at night, and all of these things, and I really don't agree with them.
Yes.
And I thought you might want to comment on that
Sure.
whole concept.
Sure, the plantation has spread all the way to the night. It's not working from can't see to can't see anymore. It's working from can't see to in the evening when you can't see.
Right.
But anyway, you're absolutely right. Sleep does not really change, even when you're a teenager and think you have to stay up all night, or a young adult, or an elderly person. It is best to go to bed with the sun and get up with the sun. That's what people have done most of time. And even 10 o'clock's late, actually. I have a lot of people who come to me and they say, Dr. Richardson, I'm chronically fatigued. And I look at what time they go to bed. They go to bed at 12:30, 1 o'clock, and get to sleep by 1:30. Of course they're going to be fatigued. And you have to really, the rule is you have to be asleep from 12 to 6, or it's very foolish in general. Because that's the time that you have the most downtime of your circadian rhythm, and that the immune system replenishes itself. So I personally have a goal. I was with a very good friend of mine, and it was getting dark outside, and she said, no one should really be going out at this time. We should all be going home and getting ready to retire. So you're absolutely right, caller.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thanks for calling.
Okay.
All right.
Pleasant dreams.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
And I was going to make a comment. A lot of people, when they get older, have a melatonin insufficiency, and it's recommended that you start supplementing with that. And you do have a lot of elders that don't sleep long, and they have found in the research that that could be one of the problems.
That's right.
All right, folks, the number here is 880-9255, 880-9255. We appreciate your participation tonight, and we are going to run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
All right, you're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, I tend to get like a little bit more sleep than I think I should. Like I'll sleep late in the morning, and sometimes I'll wake up and feel like I should get up. But if I hit like say my snooze button and sleep for that extra 10 minutes, it's extremely difficult for me to wake back up.
What time do you go to bed and wake up?
Well, it depends. Like on the weekends, I might stay out a little bit later than I should, but during the week, usually Sundays, I make sure I have a good night's rest, so to try not to make it affect me during the week.
Well, actually, I mean, if you're staying up later during the weekends, you're kind of paying for that. That's part of the problem during the, and Lord knows, I used to really break those rules when I was younger, but really and truly, I'm going to try to convince my now children that when they're teenagers, they should not do like I used to do and stay up later on weekends. You really need to go to bed at the same time. And that's just a chronic problem. But really and truly, that time you're sleeping, that snooze time, is probably the time you're trying to make up during the weekend sleep deprivation or sleep loss. So you need the same amount of sleep every day. You need to go to bed. I mean, ideally, ideally, you need to go to bed the same time every night and wake up the same time every morning.
And basically that'll provide more energy for me in the morning?
Absolutely. The earlier you go to bed, the more energy you'll have during the day.
We're good.
Okay.
That's what I need. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for calling.
All right.
Folks, we had a little technical difficulty. We had lost a couple calls, so if you got cut off somehow, just call back. We'll get to you. The number is 880-9255, 880-9255. Give us a call. We do have a line or two open, and we have a nice flow of calls going here, and we're talking about an important subject tonight,
That's right.
Sleep. It's often overlooked, often underestimated, and often a fundamental root-lying problem under a lot of illnesses and dysfunction. All right.
That's right.
We're going to go to another call. Folks, the number here is 880-9255. Give us a call. All right, here we go to another call. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thanks for calling.
Okay. This is like my sleep patterns have changed, I guess perhaps like maybe over the last 9 months or so.
Yeah.
And where I was pretty regular at really about 11 o'clock, I found that now, in the past months that I've been going to sleep at around 7 o'clock, sleeping until about 12 or 1.
Mm-hmm.
I get up, I work until about 6, and then I go back to sleep until about 8 o'clock. And, my question is that, of course I'm experiencing some fatigue now, but, does interrupted sleep during the night, does that contribute in any way to?
Yes. Yes, it does, because that time from 12 to 1 to 6, you should be asleep, because that's when the nature has your circadian rhythm making you sleep or trying to. So what you need to do is stay up later and then wait to sleep and then get up early and then exercise. I found that exercising in the morning, getting your heart rate up in the morning, will cause you to sleep better during the night. Now, let me ask you, how do you feel when you wake up at 8 o'clock?
I feel like I've been awake.
Yeah, exactly. So you should feel more refreshed when you wake up, and when you go to bed, you should. I know at 7 you're dragging because you've been up all night like you should have been, but
usually about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
3 o'clock every day I fall.
Well, you know what?
Sleep.
That's funny because the circadian rhythm states that you have two major dips. You have one from 12 to 6 and also one from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. and one from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So you're following that pattern. And it's all right to take a nap, but but it's better not to take it longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's about how long it lasts.
Okay.
Why does she sleep at 7?
What do you feel? You feel like going to sleep at 7?
Yeah, in the evening.
Is that after dinner?
No, usually I would have had dinner like up around in the afternoon, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just sleepy at 7.
But that's
right.
Yeah,
yeah, because of that.
Because you're not sleeping during the night. So I would actually stay up.
Yeah.
And try to go to bed about 10:30.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Or a little earlier, but and the other thing, are you taking any supplements or anything?
No.
You could benefit from a little melatonin supplementation if
At
you
the
find
right time.
at the right time. Yeah, like an hour before you go to sleep. And what it does, it makes you so you get up less, if that's a problem for you. Once you get on your new program, going to bed later, and then trying to sleep continuously, you'll find out if you tend to wake up in the middle of the night or something like that, then you can start these other things.
Yeah, and you want to do melatonin, and also you want to do valerian root and all that sort of stuff. And also, if you wake up in the middle of the night, I would take a little more valerian root. I would not turn on the light. Do not turn on the light between 12 midnight and 6 a.m. because as soon as you turn the light on, it turns your body's natural ability to make melatonin. So when you turn the light on, you're totally blowing it. Got it? And then just lay on the floor, do yoga, meditate, pray, chant, whatever, take a hot bath, and all that. But don't turn the light on. You got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Let us know how it works.
Try it out. All right.
Adios.
Thanks for calling. Folks, the number here, 880-9255 with a 404 prefix. Tonight we're discussing power sleep, mastering sleep patterns and habits for good health and happiness and everything else. Looks like sleep's at the basis of a lot of things. And again, at the turn of the century, they were sleeping 10 hours a night. We sleep now 7 hours a night, and that number is going down. Well, the number here again is 880-9255 with a 404 prefix. Give us a call. We're going to run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Hello.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. About a year ago, I went in for a bone density test, and my results were a little bit low, so my gynecologist put me on additional calcium, and I, for some reason, started taking it at bedtime, and I can't describe how it's improved my sleep pattern.
Yeah.
I probably take 15 to 18 milligrams, and then I don't worry about it.
100 milligrams.
1,500, yeah, and I don't worry about it for the rest of the day, and yet when I don't take it, I'm very restless. I almost don't move all night long. That's how deep I sleep.
That's very interesting, and I would also definitely add some consider magnesium, and don't forget for your program for your bones to eat a relatively meatless and dairyless diet, and that'll drain the calcium out of your bones. Are you aware of that?
A dairyless diet?
Yeah, dairyless, because the dairy has the animal, the casein, the protein, that type of protein pulls calcium out of your bones.
Well, that certainly is contradictory to what we were taught, isn't
Totally.
Yeah, it really is.
That's why people have so many problems with the calcium and the rest. It's kind of a myth what they're telling you about the dairy.
That is amazing.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, we did a show on that.
Did we do a show on that?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Anyway, I have shared my calcium success story with many friends.
That's a great story.
That's
and
great.
They have, not only do I go to sleep well, but I hardly move during the night. I mean, I'm getting a really good rest.
And
sedative
that helps
effect.
the nerve system is what it does. And magnesium also enhances that. So callers, here you have a very good antidote.
Yeah, it works.
Thank you.
This is my first time listening to your show. It's great.
We're delighted.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Atlanta, the number here is 880-9255. We almost have a full bank of calls, but we have one line where we could take your call at 880-9255 with a 404 prefix, so don't hesitate to get in contact with us. We're going to run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Hello.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank you. What was I missed the beginning of that last lady's call. Was it calcium she said she was taking?
That's right.
Yes, about 1,500 milligrams of calcium a night.
Okay. Well, my call is just I started a new job about a month ago, and basically I don't feel stressed out about it at all. I don't when I'm thinking about it, I don't. And I work out every day, and I eat pretty much. I feel like I eat pretty well, but when I go to sleep, I just have all this adrenaline pumping, and I just cannot fall asleep.
When do you work out?
I work out probably from like 6 o'clock till 8 at night.
In the evening?
Yeah.
You may want to switch that to the morning.
I have to be at work pretty early.
How early?
8. It's a half-an-hour drive.
Half-hour drive. Yeah. The more you can switch that and go to bed early and wake up early and work out. Now, where do you work out at?
Pretty close to my house.
Yeah. Well, try it. I mean, give yourself 2 weeks, and it would, you will definitely sleep better if you work out either at lunchtime or in the morning. Even if you have, what time do you wake up? Not to get personal, but
well, like 6:30, 6:45.
Yeah. So wake up at 6 and work out instead. That's what you need to do, and go to bed earlier, and it's almost guaranteed your sleep will improve.
Studies show that if you do rigorous working out in the evenings, it can wreak havoc with your sleep.
Really?
Yes.
So it's almost a no-brainer.
Yeah. That's, and if you do want to work out at night, it's best to do downer workouts, and that is yoga, kundalini yoga, stretching, meditation, all that type of thing, because that's going to pull you down.
Right.
It's not going to stimulate.
Try it.
adrenaline.
We've been working at this for a long time.
No, I believe. Look, even if I don't go to sleep till probably about 11:30.
That's because you're so hyped. What you need to do is take some melatonin, some herbs, get yourself to sleep 9:30, 10:30 at the latest.
Yeah.
Wake up at 5:45, and then make sure you have enough nutrition. If you're going to work out in the morning, you don't need to have a breakfast-less morning.
Right.
So have some chopped up fruit, maybe a protein smoothie or some oatmeal, that you can already have pretty quick ready,
Right.
and something that you can take with you, that you can be eating the fruit along the way, and then after workout, and then have something substantial, and eat a good lunch and a decent dinner and a snack, and bam, that'll take care of it.
Yeah, that really will. Just switching your schedule there, it's going to take a little work.
Yeah, it'll take a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just pretty used to it.
I know.
Oh, and no, melatonin. I never heard of that.
Oh, it's the hottest sleep aid on the market, and it works. It's non-habit forming, and it's safe, and it's at every grocery store, drug store. It's all over the place.
And the way it would work for you is that it would reset your circadian rhythm.
Yeah, you really could use
that's
that
all, and then you can cut it loose. I mean, that's really.
With the other side of it, were you tired the next day?
If you take it too late or in the middle of the night, yeah, but I would
yeah.
recommend taking it about an hour before you go to sleep.
And
start with smaller amounts,
right.
too.
If you use it right, it will not make you tired the next day. It will make you feel better.
Cool.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, we're getting pretty close to a break.
Is it now? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we'll go to a break. This is a great discussion. You guys are coming up, and females are coming up with excellent questions. Keep it coming. This is Dr. Richardson on WCLK Community Health Forum 91.9 FM, and we'll be back.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
Okay, we're back from the break. This is Dr. Richardson and John Richardson on Sleep Power Sleeps.
So we're going to go right back to the phones. We have a full bank of calls, and we're going to answer them and then get on out of here. All right. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson.
My call is concerned a friend of mine that works 10 hours a day and sleeps 3 to 4 hours a night. And I want to know, is this normal, and will it catch up with him in the long run? He says it's fine. He feels fine, but I'm just wondering about it.
Yeah. I would love to see his total sleep patterns on the days he's not working, for one thing. And, I have some people who are working double jobs and sleeping that little bit, and they suffer. I would say it could catch up to him, and I think he needs to reevaluate that as best he can.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Yeah, a lot of people are not aware of what a lot of people are not aware of what it
what it is to feel good and have a full bank of sleep behind them, and they're going on half sleep thinking that they feel good and they're moody and get angry quicker and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it could be immune system. There's a great book out called Power Sleep by Dr. James Moss. Dr. James Moss, M-A-A-S, Power Sleep. He has a book and audio tape. It's excellent. You may want to reference that.
I'm going to run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Yes, you're on the air.
Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you, or something was going wrong here.
Okay.
I have two problems. Number one, I have breathing disorders at night. I'm asthmatic. The second problem I have is my ears ring, and it's very difficult for me to sleep. Do you have any suggestions?
What is your age?
40. I'll be 46.
How long's your ears been ringing?
For about a year now.
1 year? Okay. I would have to, first of all, wonder if you had arteriosclerotic plaque and possibly recommend a chelation therapy or some arteriosclerotic disease prevention program, including ETA chelation therapy and dietary manipulation to deal with the ringing of the ears. I'm sure you've seen an ear, nose, and throat doctor?
Yes, and basically they've told me to get some good music to listen to.
Okay. Well, I would take that advice, but I would also attempt to detox your body of heavy metals and reverse any arteriosclerotic plaque that you may have. And I would evaluate that with a carotid. You may want to come in for a consultation.
Okay.
As far as the asthma, I would definitely, maximize adequate medication and good nutrition. And, I think you would be one I would, like to see. And we'll have to go to our next caller now.
All right. Thank you very much.
The other thing, caller, is next show we're talking about breathing disorders.
Oh, great.
Listen for
Yeah,
that asthma,
be sure to listen. All right?
I sure will. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm going to run to our next call. Caller, are you there?
Hi.
You're on the air with Dr. Richardson on WCLK. Please keep your comment brief.
Okay, thanks. I wondered if you had a recommendation for me in terms of what I might do with a problem I'm having with inhaling through my nostrils and during my sleep. I'm practicing with yoga and meditation during the day.
Good.
And during the evening hours when I'm asleep, however, it's a problem.
What
I
do you
wake
mean?
up finding that I'm breathing through my mouth.
Mouth breathing.
Okay.
Is your nose clogged up or not?
No.
It's not clogged up? That's interesting. I don't know how to program yourself at night to breathe through your nose. Do you have any problem from that? Do you notice dryness or something like that? Is it causing problems?
Yeah, it's just not healthy, I know. And then besides that, my mouth is dry, and I've tried a humidifier too, but I really would just like to be more consistent overall.
Yeah. I would say, for one thing, make sure that you have perfect structure or perfect posture for your neck, and use a neck pillow instead of a regular pillow. And then if you lay on your side, make sure your neck is elevated. That's one of the most important things I can think of right now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks for calling. This is our 5-minute drill, folks. We're running through these calls, and then we've got to go. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Please keep your comment brief.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I've been experiencing some problems with depression lately, and I was curious as to how much sleep deprivation figures into the equation.
Good.
Okay, you mean as a cause of depression per se?
Well,
or
no,
as a
not
result?
as a cause of depression. Frequently, I've not been going to bed until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
I think that could be a cause of depression, and plus it could be a result of depression. Nevertheless, I think both have to be treated and acted upon. In other words, I would treat the sleep problem as a problem and the depression as a problem. And, of course, depression, you have to deal with the psychosocial aspects and issues in your own mind, either with the help of a counselor or a good doctor, possibly medication, antidepressants, possibly St. John's wort in the daytime. And then for the sleep problem, I would really work with yoga and meditation, which can help with the depression, too. So I would have a holistic program.
Mm-hmm. The doctor had mentioned that it was really an issue of ADHD, the depression, where that was coming from, and I've been working on that for the last 8 or 9 months with a lot of drugs, and I don't like any of them.
Yeah, I think you should maybe get a different approach. Call our health hotline, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
get a newsletter. All right, we're going to run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Am I on there?
You are. Please
All
keep your
right.
comment brief.
I
Thanks.
got a quick question. Since I was a kid, I have been rocking in my sleep. And now that I'm 27 years old, I still rock. And it's causing me to wake up extremely tired, and I have no control over it. I can't even tell that I'm rocking until my wife, pushes me and stops me from doing it.
She
But I'll
pushes
do it for
you.
hours at a time.
Yeah, I used to rock too, man. When I was a kid, I loved rocking. And once in a while, I've even tried rocking just to experience it again. I mean, it was really cool, man. I used to imagine I was like the captain of a starship and everything when I was rocking, and I would really get off. I would say one thing: you need to turn yourself over, your body over, and put your legs up on a giant couch pillow, and tie them down there. And then put a roll under your neck, and I would really sleep like that instead of on your side. I would really put your legs up.
Painful.
No. I actually sleep like that most nights. I'm very serious. I mean, I'm very serious. Okay, so try.
See, my uncle, my parents, they
we got 1 minute.
Hereditary.
Yeah, maybe, but try that and come and see me, and we got 1 minute, so we got to go.
All right.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Peace.
We're going to fit in this last call and then get out of here. Thank you for your participation tonight, Atlanta. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Last call for the evening. Keep the call brief, please.
I will.
Thank you.
I'm a real bad allergy sufferer, and I take Claritin every morning.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have a lot of sinus pressure at night, which I think is keeping me awake. Are there any alternatives to that?
Yeah,
any remedy?
Yeah, I would have to look at your diet totally, and I would have to streamline it, take you through some cleansing because you probably are clogged up in multiple ways, and I'd say you probably want to get a consultation. And then, because is it seasonal allergies real quick?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. By this time next year, if you come and let us deal with you, you won't have as much of a problem at all.
Okay.
So you need to get yourself in.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, well, that was an exciting show. Sleep is a very major issue, and we appreciate WCLK for having us on.
All right, Atlanta, we're going to get on out of here, but before we do, I just want to make a couple announcements. Again, join us this Friday where we'll have a nutritional information seminar. We'll be discussing cleansing and detoxification. And the best part, it's free. It's this Friday. It's April 9th. It's 7:30 p.m. With our staff and at Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine. You can call the health hotline number, get our office phone, and get the directions to the office and that. Also, in 2 weeks, we'll be discussing breathing disorders, so you can join us then, and that is April 21st. For Dr. William Richardson, this is John Richardson, and we're signing off on WCLK Community Health Forum, 91.9. See you in 2 weeks. Peace.
See you then.
This has been Community Forum. Community Forum is a public affairs program produced by WCLK, the jazz voice of the city. WCLK reminds listeners that views expressed on this program are those of the participants and not necessarily those of Clark Atlanta University, WCLK, its members, or underwriters.
WCLK Atlanta, a broadcast service of Clark Atlanta University.